We are live back at the River's Edge in downtown Davenport on this beautiful Sunday morning for your varsity game between the Quad City Blues and the Ames Cyclones. The Blues, coming off a disappointing loss yesterday, will look to regain some ground and win one here. Bright spot, we scored 2 goals yesterday, so if we continue, capitalize on that positive play. Starting lineup. We have Husky taking the face-off with Honert and Mueller, with Otten and Duvall back on the blue line. There's the drop of the puck. Scramble. Otten backhands it back to Duvall. Takes a look, sends it up to Honert, who tips it in. Goalie sends it to the corner. Honert up to the blue line, but can't connect. Here comes the Cyclones out with it, and they're offsides. A little bit of trouble with the puck causes the Cyclones to go offsides. Ooh. So, face-off in the neutral zone, drop of the puck. The Blues come away with it. Duvall sends it up right to a Cyclone player who hammers it back. Icing, waved off. Otten takes a look, backhands it around to Duvall. Duvall sends it up, past Mueller, and icing is the signal, and icing is the call. So a sluggish start here to the game. An offside and icing. The Blues change up. Freiberger taking the face-off. Panther out there with Wright. Sucheski and Gunnar Carroll out on defense. Freiberger flips up to Panther, struggles with it, can't get it out. Finally, it's sent out to center ice, collected at the red line by the Cyclones. They hammer it in all the way around. It goes to the far boards. The Blues chip it out. It's a foot race. Wright and Freiberger on it. In onside. The shot's deflected high off the end glass. Knocked down. Freiberger comes away with it. Sends it right to the... Oh, nice try, but well covered. Panther was in the slot right at the hash marks. Freiberger made a nice pass, but it was covered up. Puck in deep in the corner. Freiberger on his man. It's sent around by the Cyclones to the far boards. It's picked up, but they can't get it out. It's chipped back down by Panther. It's sent out cross ice, but picked up by Otten. Otten comes in, takes a shot, blocker save, sent up off the side glass. Overskated by the Blues. Here it comes, up ice. Blunk rushes back. The Blues come away with it. It's feathered up and out, but the Cyclones get it, send it right back in, but they were offsides. But the Blues sent it back out. Driscoll along the board. He's pinned up. Finally, the Blues send it across the ice. Otten gets it up the boards and out, but Smith can't get control of it. Blunk sends it in. Sent out to Blunk's stick. He tries to send it in, but it's sent back out. Finally, D-to-D pass over to Duvall. Duvall takes it, feathers it up. Smith taps it, goes in, no icing. Pursuing, behind the net he goes. Almost intercepts a backhand pass. The Cyclones get it, but lose control. Smith forces them out, but he's interfered with, no call. And the Cyclones carry it out. Rink-wide pass, tipped in on a backhand. Goes deep in the corner. 2 Blues, 2 Cyclones battling. The puck goes around the boards to the far boards at the hash marks. Mueller tries to backhand it out, but sends it right to the point. There's a shot on net that's steered away. Sent back deep. Otten can't get there in time. The Cyclones send it back to the corner. The Blues send it back deep, but the Cyclones come away with it. Cyclones control low. Oh, a dangerous play. Whew. Cyclones couldn't get their stick on that, or it would have been in the net. There's a shot from out of the zone. So they're signaling intentional off, so you can't fire the puck on the goalie if you have players in the zone and it's out of the zone. So intentional delay, or intentional offsides. I'll get it. Face-off comes all the way down to the right of the Ames goalie. We have Mendoza taking the face-off. He's out there with Munsterman and Brock Carroll. Puck comes around the board. The Blues can't keep it in. Sucheski in a skate, a foot race. Gets to it first, but he's pushed off the puck. Munsterman can't chip it up and over the Ames player. Sajeski reverses direction. Loses control of the puck behind the net. Waterman picks it up, chips it around just ahead of Munsterman, but the puck comes off the board soon. He feathers it out. That was a strange play. It hit something, went back in the blue zone. Waterman sends it hard off the glass, but not out of the zone. It's sent back deep. Blues are struggling. There's going to be a penalty on Ames. And they're calling head contact. So that'll be a 2 and 10. So the Blues are the first to have a power play opportunity. We have Freiberger out there with Duvall, with Mueller, with Husky, and Honert. Husky gets the puck, sends it over to Honert. Honert drives wide on the left wing, circles around the net on his backhand, drops it off to Freiberger. Freiberger back behind the net, takes a look, sends it up. Honert has it at the blue line, sends it back to Freiberger at the half wall, sends it behind the net over to Husky. Husky gets it but loses control. It's sent up, but Honert keeps it in, fires a shot that's blocker saved. Freiberger gets on it. Oh, he tries to throw it to Duvall, who's right on the hash marks in the slot. Husky, top of the slot, sends it back to Honert. Shot off the goalie. And Honert keeps it in, kicks it up. Puck sent to the top of the slot. Duvall, slow roller off. Oh, and Honert scores. I didn't think that went in, but it must have bounced off the post. It looked like it bounced off the goalie and went wide. But the Blues have found themselves with the lead 1-0 at 12:23 of the first period on the first power play of the game. All right, let's see what the Blues can do with a lead now. We have Freiberger taking the faceoff. He's out there with the right, and I think Panther over there. Waterman and Gunnar Carroll back. Waterman loses the puck. Cyclones get it in deep. 3 Blues in the corner battling. Puck comes to the point. They send it back down, but it gets past Wyatt Pink all the way around to the other board. Half marks on the far boards. Takes it for a ride across the top of the circles. Sends it back to the blue line. Loses control. Right falls down, though, in the slot. But Starr makes a nice save. Shot goes wide near side. Hits the end boards, bounces up. Puck's on the half boards, but nobody knew where it was. Sends it back up. Another shot. Starr makes a save. And the Blues manage to get it over the stick of the defenseman. It clears the zone. Panther hard on the puck. But here come the Cyclones. They dump it in. Otten picks it up, takes it for a ride behind the net. Up the boards he goes. Hits the lineman, though. Dies at the red line. Puck goes up. It's still in play. Otten finally gets it in. It goes deep. We have Drissel and Smith back there forechecking hard. Duvall picks it up at the red line. Oh, but it gets around his stick. And Blanc knocks his man off the puck. Does a good job. Ties up in the corner. Duvall comes away with it, but loses it. Puck's battled for. Finally, Blanc, he turns it over. But Otten gets his stick on it. He controls it, bounces it off the board, but not out, and the puck deflects into the Blues bench. We'll have a face-off to the left of Aiden Starr. All right, drop of the puck. Ames wins the faceoff, walks right in, puts a shot on Aiden Starr, but it's deflected away. The Blues send it up ice. The pass is ahead of Mueller, but gets out of the zone. Cyclones send it in deep. Gunnar Carroll picks it up, sends it up the boards. It's chipped up and out, but the Cyclones are there to collect. D to D, above the red line. They send it back in deep. Gunnar Carroll Races back, picks it up, pulls up, stops, looks, sends up the board to Mueller. He gets around one player, gets around another. Husky gets to the puck first. 2-on-1 to Honert. Oh, nice save by the goalie. Low shot blocked by the goalie's pads. Cyclones come the other way, but that was a nice play by Honert and Husky. Husky made a nice pass to Honert. Dangerous scoring chance. Here they come again. Send it up ice. Oh, it's off of the Ames player. Mueller hard on the forecheck. Pins his man on the board, but Cyclones come away with it. Center ice. They're in clean, no offsides. Send it back to the point. Right in the slot. Pink tries to get around the defenseman. Gets driven off. Starr makes a save. Puck is centered to Munsterman. Munsterman brings it in, pokes it deep. Mendoza on it, sends it back up. Munsterman can't control it. And the Cyclones come up, but Otten kicks it forward. But back up to the Wyatt Pink, who takes a nice shot, but Starr's out high on his crease to make that stop. He's not giving up the far post. 9:07 left in the first period. The Blues up 1-0 on the Ames Cyclone. Blues change up. We have Freiberger out there for the faceoff with Panther and Wright. Waterman and I believe Carroll on D. Puck's bouncing around. Wright finally comes up with it. Sends it behind the net to Carroll. But Carroll, it's in his skates. Fortunate bounce, comes up to Freiberger. He sends up to Panther, but he can't control it. It's in his skates. Carroll picks it up, recoils in his end, and sends it up into the bench. Almost kills Coach Dietz with the puck. And Coach Otten is yelling instructions from the bench. So we have a line change, or some change. So we have Honert, Husky, and Mueller out there on the faceoff. Waterman can't control it. It's sent. Oh, dangerous. Aiden had to get his pad and stick down quickly. The Blues ice it. But the puck was sent harmlessly towards the crease, and I don't know if it hit a skate of a Blues player, but Aiden Starr had to respond quickly and go down and send that to the far boards. But no goal, no foul. There's the whistle. Husky gets thrown out of the faceoff that. Drop of the puck. Honert wins it back. Otten sends it up to Husky, who gets bumped off it. Goes to the point. Pressed heavily. Send it back down behind the net. Otten to it, Duvall. Duvall gets there, but he gets rubbed off. Battled in the corner. Centered. Honert comes away with it. Up ice, cross the red. Cross the blue. He tries to toe drag, but poked off his stick. Otten backhands it back down the boards. Deep it goes. Up the boards it goes. Cyclones try to send it out, but it's gloved down by Otten at the blue line. Then fired out and bounces off Mueller. It slows down. Husky picks it up. He's back on the in the defensive zone. Otten, who's caught up ice, playing a forward position. Oh, Husky tries to jump the puck. Wright comes back. Starr hugs the post. Prevents the goal. Up high at the blue line. Wright presses. Cyclones turn it over. Puck's feathered over to Mueller. Mueller taps it in, but it'll be an icing. So 7:25, the Blues ice the puck with a one-goal lead. Bring the faceoff back to the left of Aiden Starr. The Blues just have to learn how to feather it in and not hammer it in every time. The icings kill the momentum. Freiberger taking the faceoff. He's out there with Wright and Panther. Waterman and Siecheski are the defensemen. Puck squirts back. Siecheski sends it behind the net. Freiberger up to Mueller. Gets a stick on it, but it bounces over his stick, but it slows down. D-to-D pass by the Cyclones in their own end. Into the neutral zone. Red line dumped in. Feathered around just behind the net. Smith out there. Sends it around to the point. It's hammered back. Waterman in a foot race. He gets to it, but he's rubbed off. Knocked down in the corner. There's a bit of a scrum for the puck. 2-on-2. And the Cyclones come away with it, but lose control. Smith gets it. Carries it out. It's a 2-on-2. He gets around one man. Oh, but he's rode off the puck. Cyclones get it, send it up the boards, but it's kept in, sent in deep. Smith on it again. Otten gets it and sends it back in. But it doesn't get deep this time. Here come the Cyclones. Send it up the left wing. Bring it in. Take a shot from just over the blue line. It's easily stirred to the corner. Freiberger picks it up. Sends it up to Mueller, waiting. It's bounced out to the neutral zone. Or not neutral. To the top of the slot. Here come the Blues. Mueller loses control. And the Cyclones bring it back in, dump it in, across the blue line, but Duvall picks it up. Fires it hard off the boards. Out it goes. It's picked up by the Cyclones. Cycled back. Sent in. That should have been icing too. Well, the Blues come away with it though. No icing. It's feathered in behind the D, but he gets a hold of it. Backhands it out. Sent up the ice. Oh no! The puck squirted out and hit Sam Blanc, who wasn't expecting it. Off his stick, it goes right to a Cyclone player, to the right Aiden Starr. One times it in the net, and we have a tie game at 5:40 of the first period. The Blues playing well, but just making little mistakes, and this time it cost them. So we have Husky, Honert, Mueller out there with Sachesky and Gunnar Carroll back as the D. Husky wins the puck, but the Cyclones collect it, send it in deep. Sachesky in on it. Cyclones cycle it back. Top of the slot, up on the blue line, feather one in behind the net. Hard shot from the goal line off the side of Aiden Starr, who makes the stop. We'll have a face-off. There's the whistle, drop of the puck. Ames controls it, sends it all the way around behind the net to the far side. Up to the point it comes at the blue line. Shot in, just off the blocker of Starr. Mueller collects, chips it up. Honert gets it, sends it rink wide. Gunnar Carroll gets it, throws it in deep. It's collected by the Cyclones, who send it around the boards behind the net. Honert got in the way but couldn't control it, and out come the Cyclones. Sachesky pushing his man off the puck. Husky sends it up to the blue line. Mueller played with a high stick is the call. So the momentum of that play is blown dead, and the puck comes back to the left of Aiden Starr for a face-off. Freiberger out there with Wright and Panther again. Drop of the puck. Panther overskates. Otten gets it, chips up the board, but the Cyclones collect, send it in. Duvall gets a stick on it, knocks it down, rides it to the corner. Battling in the corner, Freiberger comes away with it, feathers it to Otten, who sends it right back to him. He then shoots it out of the rink. A little high and hard off the glass. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Aiden Starr again. Ames takes this opportunity to change up. 4:27 left in the game in the first period. Freiberger wins it again. Panther can't control. It's thrown around behind the net. Duvall sends up the boards. Wright battling on the boards. Freiberger can't get it. Cyclones come away with it. Nice hard shot by Pink. Deflected up over the net by the blocker of Aiden Starr. Oh, a nice move. Nice give and go. Starr comes out, dives at the puck, knocks it down, back in his crease. The Cyclones are controlling. Pulls up at the dot, sends it below, tries to feed it back, but this time the defenseman gets down and blocks it. Up to Panther, who backhands it out, Wright's on it. But the Cyclones send it rink wide over the red line. They send it in hard. Behind the net and around it comes to the far boards.
From behind.
Sam Blanc running, and they call boarding. So Sam Blanc, who gets hit into the boards, draws a boarding call. Let's see if they give it 2 and 10 or just 2. So they give it 2 and 10. So the Blues will go on another power play. They were productive on their last one. Let's see if they take this opportunity to take the lead. 3:41 of the first. So we have Freiberger, Mueller, Duvall, Husky, Honert out on the power play. The Blues win it. Duvall sends it back to the blue line to Honert, who sends over to Husky, who feeds it down to Freiberger. Freiberger takes a look. He tries to send it rink wide to Honert, but there's too many sticks in the way. Husky battle back, but harassed. Finally gets behind the net with it. Ames, they like to let you come out and then push you to one side or the other. Husky sends it over to Honert. Honert carries it in. There's a slash, no call. Sends it around. Freiberger gets it in the corner. Loses control, but the puck doesn't come out. Honert collects it at the blue line, keeps it in. Sends it back to Freiberger. Freiberger back to Honert. Honert back to Freiberger. Got to take a shot. There's a shot off the blocker. It bounces in the slot. And the Cyclones get to it first. 1:12 left in the power play. 2:51 of the first. Here comes Husky up the ice. Sends it up to Mueller. Mueller gets it. Across the blue line. Feathers it in behind the net. Honert challenges. Comes out with it. It's poked off his stick back to Husky, who hammers it back around. It takes a weird bounce off the end boards. Oh, Otten was right there. Couldn't get his stick on it. And it's cleared. The Blues are changing up. 3 fresh skaters. There's Wright, Blanc, and Panther. Panther gets to the red line, sends it. No, he wasn't to the red line. How is that icing? I'm going to not say anything. I'm not the ref or the linesman. I don't make these calls. Yes, okay, that's icing. I agree with that call. But when Ames does it over here, we'll see. All right, face off to the left of Hayden Starr. Jack Wright loses it, but the Blues control it. Jeski bumps it up to Panther. Panther sends it back over to Wright. Wright across the red line. Gets in, pulls up, sends it around. Jeski down deep, gets it, backhands it, but not past the Cyclone player. Comes back out. Wright gets it. Goes to put it in, stumbles, falls, and the Blues get a break. It bounces off the linesman, doesn't go deep. Panther tries a cross-ice pass, too many people in the way, and the power play's over. Score still 1-1. Cyclones taking it for a ride around the top of the circles. Down he goes, throws it off the end boards, sends it back up, but Panther's there. He comes up with it. But can't get, turns it over dangerously behind the net. But Starr had his big pad down in the way for any wraparound attempts. Jeski picks it up, sends it around. Otten sends it back up the boards to the blue line. It's fired on net, but it's deflected away from the net. Up the slot it goes. Nobody there, but Panther ties up the man that it was intended for. Jeski on the man, hits him, drives him down. Blanc picks it up, throws it up to Panther along the boards, but he's covered by 2 Cyclone players. And finally, Aiden Starr gets his big catching mitt on it and says, we're going to stop this mess. With 48.4 seconds left in the first period, the score 1-1. The Blues take a face-off to the left of Aiden Starr. Change the lineup. Husky, Honert, Mueller out there with Carroll and Waterman on defense. Husky wins it back to Waterman, who flips up the boards high to Mueller. Mueller out. Oh, Honert just couldn't get his stick on it. It's tied up at center ice. The Cyclones come away with it, carry it in, but Gunnar Carroll up the boards with it and manages to get it all the way in deep. Husky tries to pursue Carroll down deep, putting some pressure on. Sent up, Honer gets it, fires it. Oh, Husky just didn't have his stick down in time. And here come the Cyclones over the line. Shot, rebound, but knocked away by Waterman. Honer comes away. 10 seconds on the clock. Does a little drop pass across the blue line. 2 seconds. And that's the end of the first period. Tied 1-1. The Blues, after going up 1, give up a goal late in the period. But we go into the second period tied. Anything can happen. And we'll be back after this. We are back for exciting second period action between the Quad City Blues and the Ames Cyclones. Both teams line up. We have Husky, Honert, Mueller out there for the forwards, with Duvall and Otten back on defense. There's the drop of the puck. The Blues come away with it, but turn it over in the neutral zone. Duvall, with patience, looks. Oh, he tries to hit Honert cross ice in the neutral zone, but it's picked off. Mueller carries it up to the red line, loses control, backhands it in it goes. Honert pursues. Husky goes behind the net, comes away with it. Up to the point, Duvall takes it, fires a shot, and then scores! I don't think it was redirected. The goalie goes for a blocker save, and it goes just under his blocker. And just like that, at the beginning of the second, the Blues go up 2-1 on a shot from Tyler Duvall at the blue line. So let's see if the Blues can keep this momentum going. One thing that will hurt the Cyclones is their top player, Wyatt Pink, is in the box. He received a 2 and 10 for boarding in the first. He still has probably close to 8 minutes. Freiberger takes the face-off. Panther can't stop it. Carroll picks it up. It gets knocked down to the blue line. Carried in, onside. There's a shot from high up, deflected. Wide of the net, up the boards it goes. Cyclones control it at the blue line. Their shot's blocked by Panther. Panther picks it up. Tries to get around one man, loses control. The puck goes in the zone, and Freiberger's on that man. Chases him out from behind the net. Up the boards, Carroll. One hand pokes it further down the boards, but it comes back out. Sajeski sends it rink wide to Freiberger. He skates it back in his zone to right, but it's off the ice. He can't control it. The Cyclones send it around. Across the red line. In the zone it goes. Poked around Freiberger. Sajeski gets it, sends it back up. Both teams playing giveaway with the puck right now. Oh, nice pass across the crease. But number 7 for the Cyclones couldn't get his stick down. Dangerous pass, almost picked off on the blue line. Backhanded in. Sajeski gets to it. Slows down, take a look, sends it back to his D partner, Carroll. Collects it under pressure. Fumbles with the puck, gets driven off. The Cyclones come away with it. Right in the slot. Shot bounces off Freiberger's skates. Puck's up the ice. Panther gets a hold of it, comes in. Goes deep. Tries to get around his man. Almost knocked off it, but maintains control. Reverse checks. He'll get a penalty. Puck still live.
That's not interference, buddy. It's called a...
They call Panther for interference. So now the Blues have to kill off a 2-minute penalty. Going up 2-1. Let's see if they can keep the Cyclones from scoring. One advantage is Pink is still in the box. So we have Husky, Honert, Duvall, and Otten out there. Drop of the puck. Cyclones come away with it. Send it back down. Nice pass up to the top of the slot, but can't control it out to the center ice. Regroup. Carry it in. Onside. No. They say it's off. I believe the Blues caught a break there. I don't think it came up fully across that blue line. So with a minute 45 left on the penalty, 14:47 of the second period, the Blues are killing a penalty, up 2-1 on the Cyclones. Drop of the puck. Husky smacks it between the Cyclone players' skates. It goes deep all the way down. The goalie slows it down. Out they come. They recoil, send it up the right wing. Skates in across the blue line. Tries to get around Duvall, rode off the puck. Duvall up the boards. Husky gets to it, chips it up. Honert's up after it, pokes it. Can't get control of it. He's rode off the boards, or rode off the puck along the boards. Here come the Cyclones. Down deep. Back behind the net. Around. Sends it up. Sends it back down behind the boards. Duvall gets to it but can't control it. How's that not interference? Puck sent up down the ice on the goalie. Huskies hustling. He picks it up with speed. Shot off the side of the goal. Lee or net, I couldn't tell. The Cyclones send it for icing. Husky with good speed got to the puck. Blasted one off the side of the goalie. Ames gets a hold of it and sends it down for icing. They can't connect on a pass. 43 seconds left on the penalty to Panther. Blues up 2-1. 13:45 left in the second period. There's the face-off. Blanc ties it up. Ames comes away with it, feathers it over. Still in their zone, though. Blanc pressuring. Cyclones manage to get through neutral ice, carry it in. Tries to get around one player, but Gunnar Carroll puts a nice check on him. And the Blues clear it. Down the ice it goes. Driscoll showing some pressure, but backs off. Pursuing the puck carrier. Across the red line they go. Cyclones are in the zone. Send it deep, but Carroll goes to make a big check, but misses. But the man still falls down. The Blues are battling for the puck by the blue line. Lose control. Blanc tips it back. Carroll throws it up off of somebody. Out it goes, and the penalty's over. Here comes Panther. Panther gets a stick on it. Driscoll collects it in the neutral zone. He fires it in, and Panther's off to collect. Behind the net it goes. The goalie slows it down. Pressure from the Blues. There's a line change. Shot on net high up. The goalie grabs it. Settles play down. So the Blues will have a face-off to the left of the Ames goalie. Freiberger will be taking the face-off. He's out there with Wright and Panther. Otten and Duvall back as defensemen. Freiberger wins it, gets it, tries a shot on goal, but too many bodies in the way. Cyclones get it, can't get it out, stick in the way. Throw it cross ice, it's finally out. Otten gets up, chips it into the zone. Ames can't cleanly control. Oh, a weak pass across the crease, but Freiberger just couldn't get a stick on it. That could have been dangerous. Here come the Cyclones, up they go. Carry it in, no offsides, throw it behind the net. Duvall gets to it, backhands it around to Panther, who's waiting. He tries to throw it up the boards, but it goes right to a Cyclone player and a dangerous shot through a crowd. Starr in good position, though, stops it. And we'll have a face-off. 12:09 of the second period. Blues nursing a one-goal lead right now, 2-1. So Husky, Honert, Mueller out there with Sacheski and Waterman on defense. Blues send it up the board, and Mueller chips it up to the blue line. Husky and Honert run into each other, but Husky comes away with it. Flips it high, cross ice into the far corner. Pursues the Ames player behind the net. He's checked off the puck. It's sent up high to the blue line. Waterman keeps it in, tries to send it to Chesky just a little in front of him, but it's still in. Honert hammers it back down below the goal line. Ames sends up the boards, but Waterman's there at the hash marks to stop it. Battles at the boards, but the Cyclones come away with it. And this could be a dangerous play. He gets around. Well, there'll be a penalty, and there's a stoppage because the net's off the mooring, and a Blues player, I believe, will get called for holding. So just like that, the Blues will go back on the penalty kill. We can get away with this kind of play as long as Wyatt Pink is still in the box, but after he comes out of that penalty box, we got to clean our show up. So it looks like Sacheski gets the call for holding. So with 11:25 left in the second period, the Blues will be killing a 2-minute minor penalty. I see Carroll, Otten, Blanc, and Driscoll out there. Puck goes up the boards. Driscoll gets it, smashes it down the ice. Goes wide of the net. Blunk decides to pick it up, forces the man behind the net, chases him out behind the net. Cyclones send it up the ice. Nice pass to center ice. But Carroll rides him off. Oh, a dangerous play across the crease. Puck on the far boards. Blunk battling, ties it up. It's chipped up, and it's out. Blunk pursues. Here comes Driscoll, though. Tries to force a man deeper. It's chipped up into the neutral zone, but Driscoll knocks it off the Cyclone stick. They're offsides. They get onside. They bring it in. Get around Driscoll, but Carroll forces them to the corner. Sent back up. Top of the circle, near the boards. Deflected off a Blues player to neutral ice. Here comes Sam. Wright takes a whack at his man. Cyclones come in clean, but it's knocked off their stick by a nice play by Carroll. Gunnar Carroll using that stick. There's a shot, but it's under the pad of Aiden Starr. The Blues bending but not breaking. 51 seconds left on the penalty. 10:15 left in the second period. The Blues are up 2-1. Face off to left of Aiden Starr. Drop of the puck. Duvall gets to it, hammers it up the boards, but it's pinched off at the blue line. Husky can't get it out. Duvall gets it, turns, fires it up the boards again. Cyclones control it at the blue line, send one dangerously to the front of the crease. Comes off a stick. Oh, goes wide of the far post after hitting something in front. Sent down to the corner. Duvall gets it, turns, fires it, bounces it off a Cyclone player. 20 seconds left. Husky hustles down, picks it up, gets rubbed off, and Ames fires it up, but it's collected by Honert. Honert walks it back. 8 seconds left. Fires up ice. The Blues get it at the blue line. Wright sends it over to Husky, who sends it in. He takes a shot. Oh, off the pad. That could have went in. Wright gets a stick in the way. The Cyclones cycle back into their own zone. Here they come. Cross the red line. Flip it into the zone deep. Duvall gets there. Puts his body in the way. Battling for the puck with, I believe, Honert. Nope. The Cyclones come away with it. Hammer it up the boards at the blue line. Take it. Fire a shot in, and Starr makes a nice stop. So the Blues successfully kill the penalty off. 8:58 left in the second period. We have Wright out there with Smith, with Freiberger taking the face-off. Freiberger wins it, but the Blues can't control it. Shot from the half boards, blocked by Freiberger. Oh! Puck came off of Ryan Waterman's stick right across the crease. Starr thankfully let it continue to the fireboards. Pushing and shoving go along. Freiberger, oh, he got around one man but couldn't get control of it. Here come the here comes the Cyclones in below the dot, send it across. Nobody back covering the man in the slot, but the pass didn't connect. Up top it goes. They try to go D&D. It's off the skates of the other Cyclone player. Starr sees that and gloves it down. He'll slow things down for a minute. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Aiden Starr with the line change. I see Blunk, Driscoll, and Mendoza coming out with Otten and Duvall back as D. Blunk lines up on the face-off dot. Cyclones win it, go D to D. There's a shot. Starr nabs it out of the air. We'll have a face-off to his right this time. There's the whistle. Drop of the puck. Tied up. Poked out. Dangerous shot from the hash marks in between the circles. Puck goes up the ice. Stopped at the blue line. But nice pressure causes it to pop out to neutral ice. Ames turns, fires it in. Again, fires it from their side of the red line and no icing. Duvall gets it, flips it high up, out into the neutral zone. Overskated by Drissel. Sent in, Blunk pursues. Oh, a pass that bounces off a defender's stick. Blunk's on it. Causes a turnover, but can't control it. Still battled. Otten sends it deep. 2 Blues players in to pursue. Mueller gets blocked off the puck. No interference called. Duvall checks the man off the puck. There's a hard drive. Goes across the crease. Duvall sends it back around. Honert gets a stick caught in the door. Gets it out. Stuck in the board for a second there. Duvall blindly turns and fires. The goalie has to direct it behind the net. Honert comes up with it. And the goalie gets his big trapper on it. And there's a stoppage of play. We'll have a face-off to the goalie's left side with 6:49 left in the second period. There's the whistle, drop of the puck. Tied up. Blues come away with it. Husky sends it back. Shot goes in, wide of the net. Comes up the boards. Sajeski pinches. Waterman comes across, pokes it off the stick. It's poked in. Honert, one-on-one. Cuts across the top of the circles. Turns, looks, takes a shot. Into the goalie, and there's a stop. The Blues will get a face-off to the left of the Ames goalie again. Husky lines up for the face-off. He's out there with Honert and Mueller. Waterman, Sajeski back on D. The Blues win it but can't control. Honert gets it. No, Husky gets it. Takes a high shot, goes wide to the board, sent up. Waterman can't control it, but it's not out. Finally, it's passed across to the D, who skates it up. Cross. Nice pass across to everybody, but not offside. Waterman gets it, feathers it up, just past Honert, who didn't expect it. No icing, they say. Both players overskate it. Husky sends it back up. D to D pass. Shot goes high, comes off awkwardly off the stick. Panther pursues it in the corner. It's sent around. Duvall sends it back down. The Blues are changing up. They got to be careful. They don't want to get caught. Wright gets it. Sends it to Otten, who flips it up. It's poked in the zone. And we have a whistle for offside. So there was a battle right there along the blue line. Apparently the puck must have come out and was sent back in. The Blues are leading 2-1 against the Ames Cyclones. I'll get it. Face-off in the neutral zone. Blues win it back. Panther gets a stick on it, turns, fires it in. Doesn't get deep. Cyclones go D to D. But that pass is interrupted by Wright, who sends it down. Oh, the goalie was out of the net, and the puck comes squirting out. There's a whistle. So a player's helmet came off. There's an immediate whistle. No, the face-off. Well, they're indicating a face-off in neutral ice, but it was a Flyer. It was a Cyclone player's helmet that came off. My interpretation of the rule is that should be in their zone because it was a Cyclone's equipment malfunction that caused a stoppage of play. If they're saying it was caused by a Blues player, then there should have been a penalty, and they didn't call a penalty. So now the linesmen are discussing it with the ref. Coach Dietz is pointing vehemently that the faceoff is in the zone. Nope, they're standing by their decision. So Husky takes the face-off, wins it. Mueller can't control it. It's along the boards. Husky throws it in by hand. He's lucky there wasn't a whistle there. No hand pass because the Cyclones pick it up and carry it up across the blue line, across the red line, into the zone with speed. Looking to make that pass across the top of the circles like they did yesterday. Top of the slot, slides one in. Deflected to the corner easily by Starr. Back to the top of the slot. Goes wide. Starr had to look for it. Oh, there's going to be a penalty. Coming up on the Blues. Cross check. I believe it's Otten will be getting the call this time. Now's where we got to be careful. Wyatt Pink's out of the box. So Otten with the cross check will get 2 minutes with 4:27 left in the second period. The Blues protecting a 1-goal lead back in the box. They better know where Pink is. There's a drop of the puck. It's tied up by Blunk. Chesky gets to it. Tries to race behind the net. Driven off, but Blunk gets hold of it. Sends it all the way up the boards, but not out. D-to-D pass up high. Cyclones can't control it. They get it back. Pink sends a nice pass across the top of the slot. He gets it, fires one in. It hits something in there, stays out of the net. Puck's loose, Starr scrambling. Back to the top they go. Nobody gets in the way of the shot. They're just letting Pink fire away from the top of the slot there. They got to be careful. He's too good. Starr dives out and makes a nice stop. Aiden Starr keeping his team in it with some nice saves there. Minute 28 left to the penalty. 3:54 left in the second period. Husky out there with Duvall and Honert and Panther killing this penalty. Puck comes up the board. Duvall flips it easily out of the zone. Husky's after it. He's going to press hard. Cyclone player's looking. He sends it around the boards. Panther up on the boards hard at the hash marks. He can't control it. Back checking with some speed. Pink gets it, carries it in, gets around Husky. Can't get through everybody, but gets the puck back. Sends it down, but it's intercepted. Duvall skating patiently. Send up to Husky, who's in clean, takes a shot, goes wide. But he follows the shot. He's in deep. He's causing all kinds of havoc on this power play of the Cyclones. Panther pursues with pressure, gets his stick in the way. It's up high. Unfortunately, it comes to Pink, top of the slot, takes a shot. Aiden out high, but gives up a big rebound. Cyclones pick it up with 30 seconds left in the power play. Walks the circle over the open side. Yep, and they're dangerous. That's why we don't want to go to the box. They score. 26 seconds left in the power play, and the Blues give up a goal. And we have a tie game, 2-2. All right, there's a whistle for the faceoff, center ice. Drop of the puck. Blues come away with it. Freiberger sends it in from the red line. Jack Wright presses hard. Puck comes up the boards. Chipped out to nobody. Cyclone send it up, but it's off Carroll's stick, goes deep. He looks, picks it up, sends it up the boards. But the Blues can't control. Hammered wide of the net. Rims around, comes out. The Cyclones gather, go D to D. Try to feed one in. It's off of somebody. Blues send it around the boards. Wright picks it up, skates it down deep, sends it back around for Carroll. Carroll can't get to it in time. Waterman sends it up the boards, up at the point. Sent down the boards to the hash marks. Nice move, gets around Freiberger, sends it back to the blue line. Feathers one in, but a skate gets in the way. Here comes Freiberger, across the red line, takes a look, sends it in, on net. The goalie waits, decides to settle things down. We have a 2-2 game with 1:53 left in the second period. The Blues giving up a goal. Wyatt Pink was out of the box finally after getting a 2 and 10 for boarding. He made a beautiful pass to the open side of the net. Nice shot off the blocker. Duvall scored one earlier that same way. Battling below the goal line. The Cyclones get it up and chip it out of the zone. Duvall gets to it. Chips it up. Mendoza sends it over to Munsterman. Munsterman hit in the head with a shoulder, but no call on that one. Otten drives his man behind the net, beat, but thank God Mendoza was there because Starr had committed far to the side post. It was a little out of position. Puck comes down the ice. Mendoza pressing. Munsterman gets in the way, but it's sent around him. Up the ice. Oh, a fancy play tried, but it doesn't pay off. Munsterman gets a hold of it, takes the shot, misses wide, comes over to Duvall. Duvall fires. Oh, it's tipped. But the goalie pulls it in with his big paddle and covers it up. There's a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play, but no penalties called. Both teams need to be careful. Nobody wants to get in the box. So we have Husky, Mueller, Honert out there. The referee having a talk with Mueller about something. Husky was talking to the referee just before that. Sacheski and Waterman back on defense. The Blues win it, send it back, but not hard enough. Here comes a developing 2-on-1 by the Cyclones. Sacheski playing it. Oh, look at that. Sacheski playing the 2-on-1, then committed over. Cyclone player cut across the net. As Star slid across, he slid 1-5 hole. And there you go. Ames up 3-2 with 46.7 seconds left in the second period. The Blues are going to have to knuckle down here. Be nice to score one before the end of the period. Tie things back up, go in even. Freiberger, Panther, right out there as the forwards. Duvall and Otten back on D. Drop of the puck. Cyclones come away with it. In they go. Duvall's stick in the way. Shot goes up high into the netting. There's a stoppage. So we'll have a forwards change. Husky, Honert, Mueller back out there. Face off. Drop of the puck. The Blues come away with it, but turn it over right in front of the net. Sent up high in the slot. Woo! Hits the defenseman's skate, but he was smart enough to be lifting his skate up out of the way. Puck's bouncing around. Sent to the corner. Starr didn't know where it was. 23 seconds left. Tied up in the corner. Nice pass cross ice to the blue line. Fired in. Hits something or somebody. A loose puck. Mueller gets in the way of that shot. Good thing, because that would have gone in. Starr was down. Puck's pushed in the zone, negating offsides. And there's the end of the second period. The Blues find themselves down by a score of 3-2 at the end of two. We're back for the third period of this exciting game between the Quad City Blues and the Ames Cyclones. The Blues have 17 minutes to work with to put one in to tie things up. Ames has 17 minutes to hold off the Blues. Let's see who can dominate here. So, teams are lining up. But team captain Husky has a question for the ref. Then he goes to the bench. See, we have a bit of a switch up on the way we're lining up for the face-off. There's no power play, but we have Otten and Duvall up on the circle like they're forwards with Husky taking the face-off. We have Mueller and Honert back where the D normally would be positioned. That's a different setup, but we'll see what it possesses. I don't know what the weight is. Are they waiting for the ice to freeze up a little more? Well, one of the linesmen is overlooking inside the Zamboni doors for something.
Too much water.
That's what I thought. My cameraman says he thinks it's too much water. The Ames players are looking behind the net at it. So we got a bit of a delay here while they let the ice freeze up a little more. All right, we had a bit of delay there to the start of the third period. While the linesmen had to play ice crew, there was excessive amount of water behind the Ames net. Then they went out and down and cleaned up the things behind the Blues net. But now we're lined up, center ice. There's the drop of the puck. Cyclones win it but can't control it. It's flipped in the zone, but the Cyclones are 2 at first. Back behind the net they go. Duvall pressing hard. Mueller forechecking. Causes a turnover but can't control it. It's sent up. Otten takes a shot, and it ends up in the glove. That was a nice shot, but the goalie read it all the way. So with 16:39 left in the third, the Blues are trailing by 1. Face off to the left of the Ames goalie. Husky gets in there, wins it back. Otten, though, loses control. It's a 2-on-1. Duvall coming back. He takes a shot and scores off the blocker of Aiden Starr. And the Blues have put themselves in a bad position, down by 2 goals now early in the third. But with 16:32 left, that's time enough to score 2 and tie it up. So the Blues send out Freiberger, right, Panther, with Sacheski and Carroll back as D. There's the whistle, drop of the puck. Ames wins another faceoff. Freiberger, hard on the forecheck. Puck goes D to D behind the net. Freiberger causes a turnover but can't get control of it. Ames still controls. Goes behind the net. Panther comes down, gets in the way, but Cyclones control it still. Flip it up and out of the zone, but right to a Blues player. He sends it up. Panther over skates. Rink-wide pass goes awry. Jack Wright in on the forecheck. A bad clearing attempt. Wright sends it, but Panther not paying attention. Doesn't know the puck was right behind him. Now he comes up with it, top of the slot. Sends a lazy backhand that doesn't get to the net. And the Cyclones come out, cross the red line, send it in off of Gunnar Carroll's skates. Wright battling in the corner. Gunnar sends it up off of Panther. Panther takes a look, sends it rink wide. Sacheski gets to it, chips it up the boards. Freiberger can't do anything with it. He's run off the puck. Smith out there gets a stick in the way. Everybody's swatting at it. The Cyclones send it back, regroup. Here they come, cross the line. Goes wide, sends it, top of the circle. Collects, but the shot's off a Blues player. Up the ice. Driscoll tries to get around one man, can't, throws it in. Goes deep, the goalie comes out. Smith is on it. The pass is almost intercepted by Driscoll below the goal line. Lazy pass by... I don't know why they called that offside. The Blues players were trying to get back to tag up. They didn't make a play on the puck. But a stoppage of play comes. There'll be a face-off at center ice. Husky, Honert, Mueller out there with Otten and Duvall back. Husky wins it back. Duvall collects. Sends it up to Mueller, who can't handle the hard pass. Top of the slot. Cyclones can't get a clean shot. Turns, fires one off the blocker. Oh, there's a stick in the goalie's gear, but no call made. Shot goes off a stick. Duvall collects, sends it all the way over, but the pass is intercepted, intended for Honert. Otten can't get in the way. The Cyclones come up the boards, stop at the hash marks, but not driven off. Send it off Mueller. Mueller sends it down the ice. There's interference on an icing. Number 8 takes an interference call on Evan Mueller. That puck was going for icing, but he stuck his arm out, slowed Mueller down, and knocked him off his skates. So the Blues will go on a power play at 14:06 left of the third. Here's a chance for the Blues to put one on the board. So the face-off will be in the neutral zone, but just outside the blue zone because it was going for an icing initially, which would have put it back in our zone. But then there was a penalty before the icing. Tie up on the face-off dot. Eventually comes out to Sucheski. Sucheski tries to send it over to Otten, but sends it in front of him. Otten grabs it, heads back behind the net. Here he comes out, sends it over. Up the boards, too far ahead. Wright gets it. Wright in ahead of Blanc. Sends it back to Sucheski. Sucheski, though, can't get to it in time. Cyclones come up to it. Otten running his man off. Knocks him down, collects the puck. Back behind the net, sends it up, but behind Panther. The Blues not being too productive on their power play. Minute 24 left in the power play. Panther gets a stick on it, but it's knocked off his stick. Finally, Wright gets it, fires it deep. He'll go for a change. Sucheski goes for a change. Mueller down on it, sends it behind the net, but nobody going down there to help out. Otten stops it at the blue line, fires one to the net, but Mueller wasn't close enough to deflect it. Mueller throws it down. It's intercepted, fired all the way from the hash marks against the boards on net. Otten picks it up, 52 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Husky. He slides it lazily over to Honert, who doesn't collect it. It's almost intercepted. Freiberger gets around one, but can't get around two. Buddy comes up with the puck. Tries to throw it in front of the net, but it's deflected and it's cleared. Star comes way out of his net to play it, slows it down. Lets Duvall pick it up. Duvall fires it around the boards. Freiberger gets to it, bounces it around for Mueller, but it goes down the ice. No icing. Mueller hard pressing. Duvall comes in, loses control. And out come the Cyclones. One-on-one. Oh, he gets around the Blues player. Nice scoring attempt, but shoots it wide. 1 second left on the power play. Ames is out of the box. The Blues don't convert, and they're down by 2 still. Puck bouncing around at the blue line. Persistency by the Cyclone player. Gets the puck in deep. Duvall's pass to Freiberger is just out of his reach, and that's an icing. 11:48 left in the third period. The Blues struggling a bit to get anything going early in the third. They give up an early goal in the third and go down by 2. Blues win the faceoff. Sucheski sends it across to Panther, who can't control it. It's fired back in. Sucheski stops it from getting to Star. Chips it around a Cyclone player right. Centers it, but nobody there. Oh, dangerous play. Star does a nice job of coming out to cut down that angle. Sucheski ends up with the puck. Sends it over. Goes behind Wright, but off the board. Wright collects, but can't get past his man. He backhands one in deep. Blues are going for a change. Smith forechecking. Forces the puck comes out of the zone. Send in hard. Blues tag up. Mendoza forechecking hard. Cyclones get it up the right wing. Across the red line. In the zone they go. Duvall drives his man off the puck just enough, but he goes down. Oh, nice play there just out of the reach of the Cyclone player. Sent back in deep from the blue line. Duvall gets on it, takes a look, chips it up and out. Cyclones send it back in, but it's picked up by Gunnar Carroll, who hits Blanc with a pass that's off his stick up the ice. Still going. Blanc goes for the hit, and the Cyclones come away with it. They send it rink wide just across their blue line. Fire one in high to the corner from the red line. Blues fired around, but the Cyclones are waiting right there. Mueller comes up with it, sends it up to Honert. Nope, I take it back to Mendoza, but it was in his skates. Mueller has to tag up, going hard on the forecheck. D-to-D pass. Cyclones feather one in, but it's intercepted by Honert. Honert fires a long shot, and the goalie stops it, waits patiently, then traps it. He'll take a face-off. 9:51 in the third period. The Blues down by 2 now. Husky out for the faceoff with Honert and Mueller. Waterman, Sacheski back on D. Puck comes out to Waterman. He slaps one hard. It goes cross corner. Mueller on the forecheck. Cyclones get it up. Waterman intercepts. Almost gets run over by Honert. The puck's thrown in deep. Mueller on the forecheck. Cyclones high up off the glass. Sacheski can't keep it in the zone. Hustles back. Takes a look. Turns. Fires it up high off the boards. Honert gloves it down. Passes it up to Husky. They're on. 3-on-2. Over to Honert. He can't get anything on it. Sends it on net. So the Blues have a bit of a rush there with an odd man situation, but can't control the puck well enough to get anything out of it. So there's a stoppage. It'll be a face-off to the left of the Ames goalie. The Blues send out Freiberger, Wright, and Panther with Duvall and Otten back for D. Drop of the puck. Goes back to Duvall. Duvall bounces it off the Cyclone player. Takes a bad bounce. And I believe that was Wyatt Pink. Scores a nice one. Aiden Starr did all he could to keep that out. But the attempt to get the puck to the goalie by the Blues in the Ames section bounced off of Ames player, and the puck bounced far all the way back into the Blues zone. And it was a 2-on-1 at that point. And a nice play by Ames to go up 5-2 with 9:08 left. All right, so the Blues have a big hole now to dig themselves out of. Drop of the puck. Blues win it. Comes back to Sacheski. Crosses the red line. Looks. Fires it across to Freiberger, but he can't control it on his stick. He sends it across the front of the crease, but Wright didn't have his stick down to do anything. Puck goes around the boards. Freiberger in on it, but it gets by him. Sent up to the point, but it's stopped there. Fired in. Battling around for it. Can't come up with it, anybody. The Blues managed to keep it in. Gunner fires it, but it's off the leg of a Cyclone. Pass is disrupted in the zone. Sacheski picks it up. Sends it over to Carroll, but it's under his stick. Out come the Cyclones with it. Pressed high up by the red line. Some good stick handling, but the Blues managed to slide it out of the zone. Cyclones regroup. Fire it in from the red line and around, and they'll go for a change. Honert picks it up, comes around his net, sends it over to Carroll. Carroll flips it in, but it'll go for icing. He was way on his side of the red line. I don't think he meant to put that much on it. 8:01 left in the third period. Blues down by 3 now. Still working hard to get a goal. Tighten things up. Husky in the faceoff circle. Drop of the puck, wins it back. Duvall gets it, turns, fires it around the bench, all the way up to Honert, who is just out of the zone, but he can't control it. Otten comes away with it, sends it off the boards. Two Blues players almost run into each other. Otten backhands it up to the blue line, but the Cyclones just pass it up easy into the blue zone. It's fired out of the zone, but it's dies. No icing. Honert on the forecheck. Otten sends it in. The Blues are off. They have to tag up. They're good. Back on the forecheck. Husky back checking. It's carried in. Shot high. Starr gives up a big rebound, but Honert was there. No, Duvall was there. Honert passes to Husky. Husky chips it around. Honert gets a hold of it right in front, and he gets around and scores. That was a nice play. Husky gets around one player, rushes to the puck, sends it back to Kelly Honert at the top of the slot. He gets in, forehand, backhand. The goalie goes down. He's patient, pulls it to the side, puts it in behind, and now we're only down by 2 at 7:07 to go in the third. The Ames Cyclones 5, the Quad City Blues 3. 2 more plays like that, and we'll have a tie game. Blanc wins the faceoff back to Sachesky. Sachesky circles, looks, sends it to Blanc. It's a little hot for him to handle, but he collects it, fires it in, goes down deep. Smith back behind, ties up the man. Blanc in there. They're battling for it. Smith, he tried to come around and backhand it in, but it come off his stick. There's a foot race. Sachesky forces the man back deep, pokes it off his stick. Sent back behind the net. Cyclones get to it right in front of the net, but everybody's sticks were tied up. There's a hard blast. It bounces dangerously, but Blanc comes up with it. Turns. It's deflected high in the air off of Ames player. Drissel forces his man to the boards up by the blue line. Can't get it out. It's sent in deep again. Sachesky does a nice job of forcing his man off the puck. Blanc can't get to it. The Cyclones come up to it, D to D in their own end. Feather it up the boards, but Smith got in the way of it. It's pushed back. Sachesky gets it. Oh, no icing. We caught a break there. Husky comes back, gets a stick on it, comes away with it, sends it to the point. Otten shoots it. It's off his skate to the corner. Otten can't keep it in. It goes down. It's going to be icing if it makes it, and it is. Well, the Blues catch a break on that one. So that face-off will come all the way back into the Ames end to the left of their goalie. We have Husky, Honert, Mueller out there with Otten and Duvall back on D. Husky lining up in the circle for the face-off, dropping the puck, goes back to Otten, sends it over to Duvall. Duvall takes a look. A little wrister doesn't make it all the way in. Goes up the ice on a backhand. Otten first to it, collects it. Gets around one player. Oh, it's knocked off his stick, but he keeps going, sends it in. The goalie slows it down, and he traps it, settling for a face-off. So Ames changes. The Blues keep the same line out there. 5:21 left to go in the third period. Blues down by 2. Drop of the puck, wins it back. Otten. Oh, it comes off his stick oddly. Honert gets it, sends it down to Husky, who's in the corner. Back to Honert. Drives one just wide of the net. That one's deflected. That one bounces, doesn't get to the net. The Blues are taking shots, but they're not getting through. Offside, thankfully. The Blues D was caught puck watching while Ames had a couple players slide out to the red line. It almost had a 2-on-1. So the face-off is in the neutral zone, right in front of us here on the near boards. Blues win it, send it over. Carroll gets to it but can't control it. There's a battle at the blue line. It's knocked off the Blues stick by a Blues player. Now it's feathered out into the zone. Freiberger hard on it. Gets skated around. Cyclones send it up nice and easy. Here he comes in, a direct look. Oh, Starr comes way out to force the shooter wide. And the puck gets up the boards. It's tangled up. There's two. The Blues come away with it. Freiberger gets around one man. Oh, he loses control before it gets in the zone. It's hammered in on net, and they haven't figured out that's going to be intentional offside. All the way down it goes. It'd been better if he missed the net completely. So now the faceoff comes all the way down to the left of Aiden Starr. 4:20 left in the game. 5-3 in favor of Ames. Nobody wins the faceoff, but Cyclones come away with it, send it down for Duvall, who picks it up. He sends it up the ice. Oh, it looked like it bounced off the boards, top of the glass, but no, Blunt gets to it, sends it off the goalie. Nope, it's followed up in the goalie gear somewhere. He had somebody going hard. .405 left in the game. The Blues get a face-off to the right of the goalie. Husky out there with Honert and Mueller. Duvall and Ottenbach. Comes to Duvall, top of the slot, fires. Easy save by the goalie. And we'll take another face-off. Ames gets it, controls it, fires it around. Duvall, though, can't keep it in the zone. Husky has to hustle back, collects it behind the net. Out he comes with a lot of speed into the neutral zone. He's around one, gets around a second one. Oh, he loses an edge back down below the goal line, but Duvall sends it back around. Husky gets up, he collects it, looks, sends it up. Otten has it, sends it over. Duvall gets it. Nice pass to Honert, but he was covered up. There's one in front off the goalie. Ames flips it up. The Blues let another, offside. Offside, that's the correct call. You have to have possession and control. You can back in the zone before the puck, but he didn't have possession or control. Oh, we get lucky on that. They call that intentional and bring it all the way back down. So we'll have a face-off to the left of the Ames goalie. 3:18 to go in the game. The Blues down by 2, pressing hard. Freiberger taking the face-off. Out there with Wright and Panther. Back to Waterman. Waterman throws one in, but it's wide of the net. Freiberger gets it, sets up behind the net, looks, sends it up to Waterman again. Waterman blasted on net. It's loose. Wright can't get his stick on it. Panther knocks his man off the puck, but, look at this. The Blues managed to keep it in. Wright can't get to it in time. Waterman collects at the red line, sends it cross ice. The Panthers get into it. We have a Cyclone player down, and play stops for an injured player with 2:50 left in the game. So the player manages to get up on his own. He's being helped. He managed to get up with help from his teammates. He's getting helped over to the bench. Looks like it might be a knee. He hit the boards kind of awkwardly. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. So there's a face-off to the right of the Ames goalie. We have Blunk, Smith, Drissel out there with Duvall. Duvall gets it. Mishandles it for a minute, but can't get it, keep it in the zone. Otten back. Drives his man behind the net. Ames wanted a penalty, but no call coming. The puck squirts out of the zone. Smith gets a stick on it. Battling along the boards, it's thrown to the middle of the ice. Cyclones come up with it. Feather it in nice and gentle. Duvall looks, but he lets Otten get to it. Sends it up the board. Nobody there, but the Ames player can't control, but he keeps it in at the blue line. Oh, dangerous in the slot. There's a shot. Oh, there it is. It went off somebody, ended up on the far boards. It's rifled around. Smith gets over to it, but can't get control of it. Puck off of Blanc, but not out of the zone. Finally, out of the zone. Drissel sends it up, but the Cyclones gather it. Send it up the left wing. There's tried to take a shot, but fanned on it, but had a man coming down the slot. The Blues turn it over. Puck bouncing around. Finally, Honert gets it over to Husky. Husky coming up, sends it back over. Honert can't get his stick on it, but skates to it. Keeps control. Husky comes low, gets it, sends it up the board. Sucheski gets his skate in the way, sends it back down, but it's intercepted and chipped out. Honert picks it up, sends it over to Mueller. Mueller skates in, looks, sends it across. Oh, Husky was tied up, but he was right there in front of the net. Sucheski sends it deep, pursues it, tie up behind the net. Finally, the Cyclones come away with it. Up off the ice it goes. Carroll stops it with his body. Oh, he's pounded into the boards for his effort. Sent back to Honert. Honert sends it back to Husky, but it's a little behind him. Sucheski doing a good job. He gets ridden off the puck, though. It's over to Mueller. It's a bit behind him, off the boards. Husky has it on his stick, tries to send it in, but it rolls off his stick, and the goalie, with 31 seconds left, will take the face-off. The Blues are down by 2 with 31 seconds left in the third. Playing a much better game than yesterday, but just a little bit behind. There's the drop. The Blues come away with it, but can't control it. Sent to the blue line. Fired into the corner by Otten. Otten sends it out. Honer gets to it, sends it to the front of the net. Nobody there. Goes around. Duvall gets it, sends it down. Collects it, fires on the goalie. Rebound, sent across. Nobody there. Sent back up. Husky sends one from the blue line. It bounces off a Cyclone player. High up with 2 seconds left off the glass. Goes to center ice, and that'll be the game. Ames Cyclones come away with another victory. But 5-3, the Blues score 3 in this game. Have a good performance, but just come up short. So that's it from the River's Edge for a weekend of Blues hockey. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.